Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it's time to play. We're back in Farming Simulator 19. I'm playing on the Ricci's Hollow map. I got some information in the description for that. Last episode we were harvesting some grass here. And I'm just finishing that work up now. I'm going to do it first person. It's kind of fun. We'll get the last batch of this grass. I'll keep you here with me while I do this. It's a little slow. But I think we've only got one more batch left. Then we'll take this and sell it. Actually, I could probably... Well, we're fine now. We're going to come onto a track of it. Here we go. In the lower right, you can see the grass kind of collecting in our... what is it? Forager wagon or something like that? Forage wagon? I think we've only got maybe one and a half more loads of grass on the field. And then once we're done with this, we can take a look at the finances, see how we did. I think it's been maybe 6 or 7 trips, 8 trips of grass at about 5,000 each. So maybe somewhere around $30,000 we've made. Now again, the forage wagon cost a fortune, so it's going to take a while before we pay it off or get our money's worth out of it, but we will over time, that's for sure. We'll collect the rest of this grass, and then I'm thinking what we'll do after this, like I said, we'll check the finances, see how we did, how much money we made. We'll check on the status of our crop and see what growth stage it's in. I don't think it's going to be ready to harvest. I'm running, if you look at the top right of the screen, underneath the clock where it says 10:52, you can see that little 1. I'm running at 1 time speed, which I believe is real time. So an hour in game is an hour in real life, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see. We may accelerate that if we really get stuck and there's nothing else for us to do. Then maybe we'll accelerate that to 5 times or 10 times or whatever it takes to get crops, you know, ready for harvest. Just kind of accelerate the clock so we have stuff to do. We'll see. I'm not too worried about it early on here because we need to still explore the map, learn the map, and then some of this harvesting is going to take time, just like the stuff that we're doing now. It's kind of time consuming with the grass. So we'll see about that. Then the other thing we want to do is figure out where to spend the rest of the money that we've got. Now, we took out close to a $500,000 loan. We're going to have to pay interest on that. And I think it's every day we pay the interest. But because we're going so slow here on the 1-time speed, it's not, I don't think it's going to add up to a whole lot of money, given how much we can get done in a given day and potentially raise money. Let's see. I'm looking at the bottom right hand of the screen. I've got 36,000 units in the tractor or in my harvest wagon. I'm going to see if I can just get these scraps. And then I think there's a bunch more for us to collect. Maybe we'll get a full load out of this. Let me go to third-person view. Hopefully I won't run into traffic. See if we can get a little more of this. We don't have to get every last little scrap, but we'll get a little more. Try to, anyway. And yeah, this game is just, it's a lot better with music, so I will try to find music for the videos. But yeah, when I was first playing Farming Simulator 17, just for a kick, I started listening to country music. They had some in-game radio stations, and I started listening to country music while I was playing. And I've never been a huge country music person, but it started to grow on me. So now when I play this game, I usually turn on some type of country music in the background, and it makes it just even more immersive and kind of, it's just a relaxing game. I really like this game a lot. All right, let's get the rest of this stuff. I can go first person. There's some chores that are very hard to do first person. This one's not too bad. We just line up the front of the tractor. We're filling up 78%. See if we can fill this thing up and get a full load. I guess we're close enough to a full load that we'll make a trip to the barn pretty much no matter what, even if we're not full, and dump this off. And again, if we leave any grass on the field, we can just pick it up next time. It's not going to despawn or anything. 94%. I got some scraps over here. I'm going to hit the B key to turn off the forage wagon. That gives me a little more horsepower to move across the field. Here's some scraps. Again, I'm not going to get all of this. I'm just going to get opportunistically some of this. I think that is about it. Let's see. Is there something over here? It looks like I see another line over here. This will definitely fill up the tank. Let's grab this stuff. See the waterfall in the background. Yeah, there's a bunch over here. This will get us filled up pretty quick. There's 100%. I found a shortcut or a little better route to the barn. And that's just one of, I think, 3 sell points for the grass, but it did have the highest price, so we'll just stick with that. Just check for traffic. There is a car coming. I guess I'll wait. That way looks fine. Let's go ahead and head on out. And there's a bridge up here on our left. We're going to take that. If you're new to Farming Simulator, there's turn signals, there's horn, there's lights. So if I wanted to use a turn signal next time, we'll take a right here at the intersection, and I'll try and use a turn signal. I think it's the 3 on the number pad. Let's try it. There we go. And we can check for traffic. If you want to see the turn signal, I think you can see it. Let's see, can we see it? Where is it? There. Oh. What? Did I hit the wrong one? Oh, it looks like they're both taking me to the left. I'm not sure why that's that way. Go in again. I hit the 3. Yeah, it shows correct here, but the actual vehicle looks like it's not displaying the correct turn signal. Anyway, let's get over to the barn, sell this batch of grass. We might collect whatever's left when we get back. We can cut through here. We kind of know the way. We don't have to worry about traffic in here. We're just going to make our way around. There's our sell point. Just line up to this guy. Hop over. We'll get the little indicator we can sell. I'll hit the I key and our wagon will start emptying out on its own. Boom. This one doesn't tip. It's got like a belt, I guess, that unloads. And we can see the money accruing up in the top right. Hop back in the cab here. Another about $5,100 for that. Head on back to the field. We'll collect a little bit more grass. And then we will move on to whatever is next. Sharp turn here. Now, very dedicated Farming Simulator, Truck Simulator players. They have, gaming steering wheels. I do not. I've got a mouse and a keyboard. So the steering is going to be a little herky-jerky, especially early on until I get used to it. Last episode, I stopped those 2 trains. It looks like they're going again. I have to, I'll have to look that up. See if there's a way to slow them down. I don't want to get blasted. Oh, I thought this was funny. There's someone here waiting in a bus station or something. I don't know what this is. This is a bus stop. There's the one person sitting here. Their arms are going through the, going through this part of the structure. So that's gotta hurt. Maybe that's why she's got stuck here. Waiting for help. Here we go. Bus line 1. All right. So yeah, a little bus station there. Kind of cool. Okay, let's hop back up. Get back to the farm. And look all the way behind us. Traffic looks pretty clear. Whoops, we got a car there. We got to be careful we don't smash into. All right, on to our field. Let's grab the last little line or two, or row or two of this stuff. I don't think we're going to end up with another full truckload. I don't think. But, well, maybe. Look, we've got quite a bit over there. We'll see. But yeah, we need to decide how we want to spend our $550,000. We know there's some equipment we have to buy in order to harvest and replant this field off to our right. That's our only field right now. So we bought the combine. That'll get us the grain. But we need a way to haul that grain. So I'm going to have to buy some type of wagon. I can't load it in our forage wagon here. That'll only hold like grass and hay and straw. I don't think that will hold crops. So we need to find a wagon that holds crops. Fortunately, I don't think those are too expensive. And then once we've harvested all that grain, we likely need to plow. And then I think we definitely need to cultivate, weed it, you know, take the weeds out, and there's some equipment that we can use for that. And then fertilize. And then I'm not sure if there is a separate piece of equipment we need to spread like the lime, that we saw that in the game settings. I left that on as a requirement where the fields need lime. I don't know. I'm not real familiar with that. They didn't have that in Farming Simulator 17. So there may be yet another piece of equipment there to buy. So you saw that our wagon last episode, we saw the wagon that I'm pulling right now, the forage wagon. That was like, I think that was close to 200 grand. So we're going to burn through that 550 up there in the top right. Probably pretty quick. Not to mention, if we want to buy more land so we have something to do, you know, we may want to buy either another cheap plot that has a bunch of grass for us to harvest, because we've got the equipment now where we can make some money off of grass. We got the mowers, we got the forage wagon. So we may want to do that, or we may want to get into forestry. That's another thing that we can kind of start small, make some money, and it does take some time. All right, I'm just going to hit E to hop out of the tractor. We'll leave this guy filled the way it is for now. Maybe I'll hop in the pickup. Just take a loop around the field and make sure we got it all. I think this guy's pretty fast. This grass will be growing again for us. Pretty sure we got everything we wanted to off the field. There might be a few little clumps, little piles of grass, but we did pretty good. And then that field off to the left, that's not ours. We can't do anything with that. There's a few little piles of grass here, not much to speak of. A little bit there. Yeah, it's not worth collecting. We can get that next time, next harvest. That'll still be sitting there, I think. We can pick that up. And a few clumps here. Nothing worth thinking about. All right, let's take a look at our finances and see if we can tell how much we collected. There's still, you know, we got a fair amount of grass there that we can sell. Let's take a look. Seems like it always wants to save when you first go into the menus here. Let's see, dollar signs. Does it show? Okay, yeah, we bought 376,000 worth of new vehicles. That's probably our, I think that's our lawnmowers and our wagon and our new combine. And what else? The windrower. Then it's showing that we sold vehicles. Those are all the modded ones that we sold. So that gave us 813,000. That's pretty good. We bought land, 854,000. Did we buy it? Was it that expensive? Oh, man. That's a lot. And then our harvest from the little grass crop looks like it was about, that must have been about 9 trips, right? $45,862. And we've got a little bit of grass in the thing, maybe $3,000 worth. So call it close to $50,000 for that grass harvest. And yeah, so for this today, we're 420,000 in the hole. That makes sense. Let's look at our, can we see what our loan is? Loan interest is 0. Oh, there's our loan. Sorry. We owe 420,000, so we can borrow another 80 if we want. We might do that. We might do that because you need land to make money, and you need money to get the land. Let's look at what we're going to look at next. Let's look at our crop and see where it's at in terms of growth. Again, we're on slow speed, so it's probably going to be a while before we can harvest that. I think we're in the 3rd stage of growth. Then we've got one more stage of growth, and then I think we are able to harvest at all 3 levels. I'm not sure if one is better than the other. Like if we get more grain, if we wait till that last little bit of harvest, I'm not sure about that. So let's see, what do we want to do? We know we want to be able to plow this thing when we're done. Let me take a look here. I take off growing. Does it tell me if it's plowed or not? I guess it doesn't. Not sure if we're going to know whether that needs to be plowed right after it's harvested or not. We can see the field next to us is almost ready to be harvested. We could look at buying that, but I'm sure that land is too much. Let's see. That's another $594,000. That's kind of steep. Kind of steep for us. We could maybe do it, but then we wouldn't be able to plow the fields or anything because we don't have enough money for that. Let's go back. Let's look at the garage and see what we need to buy. Okay, we've got a forklift. We could sell that for money. In fact, why don't we do it? I don't think we need this yet. I'm going to sell it. Always buy it back. What else could we sell? That we're going to use. This is our fertilizer spreader. Windrower. Yeah, this is all our essentials now. We've sold just about everything we can sell. Except this thing. Let's sell this slide-on tipper. I'm going to sell that. And then maybe that truck goes 65. This one goes 102 miles an hour. I think we'll keep these for now. Yeah, we'll keep those for now. And now let's go to the actual store. We need to buy plow. Where are we? Is it in here? Nope, these are all vehicles. There's a weeder. We're going to need that as well, I believe. There's our forestry equipment. This is one way we can make money is this guy, I think, right. Nope, not that one. Where is it? Oh, it's actually a building. Show you. Where is that? That is here in placeables. Miscellaneous. This guy right here for 72 grand. We place this guy down. You can't move it once it's placed. But any logs you put into this machine are converted into wood chips that are immediately sold to the sawmill. This is a way we can make some early money off of forestry. It's pretty labor intensive. You just buy a chainsaw. It's pretty cheap. Load up the pickup truck with logs that we cut and haul ourselves. And then feed them into this chipper. And it automatically gives us cash. It's, like I said, it's a way to chew up time. All right, let's go back to what we need to do. We want to make sure we can plant the field that we've got once we've harvested it. So where are the plows? I'm missing them. Where are they? Gotta be here. Mowers, loading wagons, forestry, levelers, telehandlers, low loaders, belt systems, tanks, tethers, baling, animals, front loader, steer, header, trailers, miscellaneous, weeders, windrowers, chainsaws, animal transport, wheel loaders, dollies, weights. Okay. We've got more over here. Plows right there. Boom, boom. We want something decent. These little single guys are hard to use, and man, they are really small, 2.5 meters. They take forever. This one's not bad. And these big ones are obviously better. They're slow. This one's 130,000. 7 miles an hour, 10.5 meters. This one's like almost half half the coverage, which means it's going to be a lot more trips up and down the field. This guy requires 550 horsepower to pull it. But our tractors, we've got two pretty powerful tractors. We could pull this big plow. We've got a nice big open space around our current field too. And we're going to need to do plowing for a good long time. So we could get into the realm of mods, and there's some nice plows that can be had in the world of mods. We might have something. We could look. Let's see. Is there anything here that looks like it's just mods? I don't see it there. But we've got kind of a couple things here that say mods. Let's look at here. That is just like an auto loading trailer. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Back. Don't want to buy that yet. I'm sure we will buy it. Okay, here's a bunch of mods that came from the map author, I believe, or it's a collection. Rock truck. Okay, we've got, here's a cedar planter that I think allows us to fertilize as well. I could be wrong. Plants, and I think this might be fertilization. I'm not positive. Seed directly with no previous cultivating or plowing necessary. This is kind of nice. That's really nice. No previous cultivating or plowing is necessary. I don't know if that counts as plowing when you use it. These are probably super fast. Yeah, 49 mile per hour harvesters. We'll maybe get to that once we get really huge fields, but it's a little overkill early on, I think. It's a fertilizer spreader for later. That looks like something for the mines. No, harvest cotton, and I don't know what those are. Eagle Distinction. This is a trailer, tipper trailer. 2 million capacity. We may get into doing that. It's just a little overkill for now. Here's a plow, 24 meters and 32 miles per hour. Again, it's just a little bit much for our tiny field. This thing we may use. This allows us, I think, to pick up different materials off the ground. This comes in handy. Okay, this one says it's a truck. Now it's showing all kinds of trash here at the bottom. I can't tell what these other icons are that are interspersed up top. Truck can attach semi-trailers. Shows garbage bag here too. We'll see. We'll have to experiment with that. There's some specialized headers here for the crops. Here's another wagon that holds everything. That 500,000 liters. kind of. Once we get to the really big fields, maybe. But I don't know. Early on, seems like it kind of takes some of the fun away. To me, Hulk Tipper. 3 million liters. Yeah. These are just a little silly. That looks like a cedar. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not seeing any plows that are real compelling to me. What is... No, that's a trailer. These are wagons that have just tremendous capacity. We'll maybe think about something like this later. Special truck. Sprayer. A lot of the mod stuff is just increasing the speed here. These move pretty fast across the field. We do need some type of trailer. That one's for animals. These are slide-ons. I've never used slide-on trailers yet in the game. Tankers. I've never used these things either. They're kind of interesting. Unimog. We'll see. We may get a chance to try that. Okay, let's go back to the non-modded plows and buy the biggest one we can find. That's here. And we'll spend the money to do it. Just where we could lease it, potentially. Give us a little bit of flexibility money-wise. The lease is $6,600. $1,300 per day. The lease. Per operating hour. Do we have to pay that? I'm not sure how this all works. Man. It's got an upgrade option here too for 2,000. I'm not sure what that does. Slatted mold boards. Usually I do just take the upgrades. 7 miles per hour. Let's just... Man, this is a hard decision because it's going to impact what else we can buy in terms of fields. Should we start out cheap? This is about half of the width, but it's, man, a third of the cost, just about half the cost. Tell you what, I think I'm going to go, I don't want to go that cheap. I think I'm going to go for the Titan 18 here. It'll save us some money that we could use maybe for buying some more land. And then I think we're probably going to have a helper do this work for us anyway. So let's start with this guy. There's nothing to customize. Just buy it. Yep. All right. That's our plow. Now we need a seeder. And the same thing applies. We're probably going to have helpers do this work for us. I mean, we can do it. But the helpers usually work pretty good, especially on the square field that we've got. What else do we need? We need a seeder, but we'd like to have one that doesn't require cultivation. There's some, like this guy here. Says with a seeder planter, you can sow fields. Additionally, this machine offers the possibility to seed directly with no previous cultivating or plowing necessary. Now, the width on this thing is pretty tiny, 3 meters. But it could be a start, little starter for us. Let's see what else we've got. This one's a tiny bit wider, 3.6. Doesn't hold as much though, 1485 liters. I think that, I'm not sure if that's seed and fertilizer. I think this, I'm guessing this is fertilizer, but I'm not sure. I can't remember. This looks like it's seeding. What else we got? Additional tank. I think these two things may go together. I'm not positive. Okay, this one's kind of nice. 6 meters. I've used this one in the past. It's pretty nice. 76,000. Hmm. Now we're getting up to the big dollars. 12 meters. That's really nice. Let's come back down to reality here. What about this guy? 3.6. Oh, it didn't have the nice tank though. This one's a little smaller, but it's got this tank, which I think is, I'm not sure if that's the seed, the fertilizer, or both. Let's try this guy out. I've never used this one before. Yeah, that one's got a much smaller capacity. This one has the extra little icon here. Try this guy out. It's got two things here. Yeah, one seed, one fertilizer. I believe those tanks on top. Let's go with this guy. We'll buy it. Okay. And then I think we've got a fertilizer. So the next thing, I guess, would be a weeder. Let's see. That is here, I think. Up in... Yeah, there's no... This is all kind of like language agnostic, I guess. Tools. But I saw it. Cultivator, we might be able to get by without a cultivator. Weeder right here. This guy is 15 meters. This guy is 12. I'm familiar with this one. This one is smaller. This one can actually plant grass and things. Got a little tank on there. If you want to plant grass, or I think this is a fertilizer crop here. And I'm not sure what that is. If that's canola, I'm not sure what that is. That one's pretty small. Well, 9 meters isn't terrible. 9 versus 12. Let's take this little guy. It's cheap. It'll do the job. Boom. I'm going to take it. Okay, let's go fetch all that equipment. We're going to be making a few rides. My little truck here could actually pick up some of this stuff, I think. But because we've got the fast tractors, let's just take these guys. I'm going to hit G. No, what is it? Q to disconnect. And let's go to the store. We got a bunch of stuff waiting for us over there. I think we'll go this way. Cutting across our field, still growing. There's our combine. Try and stay on the road reasonably. Check for traffic and just whiz on through. Hey, off to the right. I think this is our entrance right here. There. Nope. Those are cars. Oh, let's go this way instead. I think this is better. Maybe not. Probably didn't matter. Good stuff. Do we have anything over here? Nope. Down this way. All right. I see some things. Let's go third person for this part. All right. Let's grab our weeder. You to connect and then come on out. I guess we can go out the other exit here. There's the empty showroom. Boy, that needs some stuff in there, doesn't it? We'll bring this stuff all maybe in that. We'll have to see. We could either put it in front of the restaurant or just across the street where I've got the combine. This isn't a bad spot to put some equipment. Okay, cue to disconnect. Boom. Off we go. Let's get the next thing. Buying this stuff just because we know we're going to need it once we harvest the our crop. I think I can't remember what it is, if it's barley or wheat. I think it's barley. Oh, we may need to fill up our cedar too. We may need to buy some bags while we're here. Whoa. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully they don't charge us for the damage. Yeah, this guy right here. In fact, even the last thing we took had a tank on it. We could have put stuff in there. I think this guy's going to need fertilizer and seeds. Let's take a look at the store. Where is that? Okay, big bags or pallets? Big bags. Okay, pigs, oats, wheat, seed. Refill your sewing machines. I'm not sure why this... Okay, this says chicken feed. That may be something special. I think this is... Oh, seed. It says seed big bag. So is that seed? And fertilizer is that icon. All right. Okay. We need both. Let's, in fact, we need probably multiple. But let's buy one of each and then see how it does. Buy that. Whoop. And then let's buy the fertilizer. All right. Escape out of that. There they are. Right next to our cedar, which is convenient. Come back. Connect up. And then let's see. I think it's... Wait, is it the R key? There's probably... Let's look at the help. Select seed. Refill the sower is R, right? Let's hit R. See what happens. We can look at our tank at the bottom right. Maybe we'll see something happen there. Okay, there comes the seed. Looks like we got room for a little more than 3,000. So let's hit R again. Does this guy take fertilizer? Get closer to this other thing. Oh yeah, look at that. We saw the fertilizer lid just came open. Okay, that's fine. Oop, stop. Refill R. Okay, there goes the fertilizer. Okay, so it looks like one more fertilizer and 2 seeds to fill this guy up. There's the seed bag. 1 and 2. And then we said one more fertilizer, I think. By that guy, yep. Okay, refill with the R key. I think it's going to give us the... Oops, is it giving us something yet? R? I might have to re-trigger it. Okay, R. Back. 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 R. There it goes. It's working. Okay, we're getting some seed. I think we can use whatever we want. It doesn't have to be wheat. Just all-purpose everything seed. Magical seed. And let's go back and see if we can get that fertilizer guy to open up. There it goes. R. Fill that guy up. Boom. All right. That'll get us started. So this guy will fertilize, or will plant the seeds and give us the first dose of fertilizer. We're still going to need our other fertilizer to put on a second layer. I believe a second treatment of fertilizer. We'll have to fetch that guy, and hopefully it's already filled up. We'll do that after we get these guys from the store over to where our field is. Let's cut through the beach area here and plunk this guy down. Anywhere is fine. Right there. Ooh, going too fast. All right, that's good enough for now till I get more comfortable backing things up. All right, now we got to get our plow. Nothing to buy for that. We just got to bring it over, and then we'll try and find our fertilizer and go fetch that. We may want to bring our other tractor over too. In fact, I'm pretty sure we're going to want to do that. And just kind of get everybody centralized. Wow. Took too sharp of a turn too fast. Yeah, the tractor definitely does not stop on a dime. Boom. Out we go. That's not a bad size. Like I said, I think we're going to have helpers do this. Pretty sure. Hopefully we've got enough tractors with just 2. That actually could be a little limiting, but we still have 472,000, and we've got some more money we could borrow, which we might do. Not sure what happens if you go into debt more than 500 grand. Guess we could find out. All right, there's our plow. Let's take a look at the map, see if we can... Whoops. Just hit Q key again by mistake. See if we can find out where our... actually, it might be in the garage, where our fertilizer is. Go to the garage. Try to find our fertilizer. There it is. Double click it. Okay. No. Your way to find it. I thought double clicking it gave it to us. It doesn't. So I'll hit. No, I definitely don't want to sell it. Okay, let's go back to the map. And where is our equipment? It's little dots on the field here. There's our stuff by the sports bar. There's that stuff. What's this? There it is. Can I put a beacon on this thing? Nope. All right, let's go do it. We just got to take a right and go fetch that guy. Not a big deal. I'm disconnected here, so let's go. We may need to fill this guy up with fertilizer. We'll see. Hopefully it's full. Usually when you start the game, the equipment that you get at the beginning comes full, but we'll see. Yeah, we got a nice little farm area here. Oh, and we got to get a wagon. That's the last thing, too. We don't have anything to haul our grain. That looks like it's got fertilizer in it. So we're in good shape with this guy. Let's just get this over to where all of our other stuff is. Yeah, still have 472,000 cash. Probably about 500 really, but we got to buy that wagon. Whoa, whoa. Cut through here, encroach on someone else's land. Hopefully they won't mind. All right, there's all our equipment, nice and lined up fairly well. Now let's go wagon shopping. Where are these here? Trailers, I guess that's what we're looking for. All right, now this is another one of those things where it's like, how much do you want to spend? Because the more you spend, the less trips you got to make. 48,500. That one. Joskin 47. This guy's got 52,000. Can carry just about everything. The other thing is it can't be so high that our combine can't pour into it, but I think we'll be okay. This one's doesn't hold as much stuff, right? This is special for grass and sugarcane and whatever those are. It's not every crop. This one looks okay. This Strauman, 52,000. I'm tempted because right now, eventually, we're gonna probably look into using a mod called Courseplay, or I think there's one called Auto Drive that will allow us to automate trucks delivering grain to sell points and things and silos. But early on, we're going to be doing it by hand. So I can't use just a regular helper to do that work for me. I'm going to have to do it myself. That's why I'm not, saying, hey, let's get this guy that holds 12,000 liters. We want something that's fairly sizable. It's worth spending the money, in my view, just to save some time and trips. This guy looks kind of well, not that one. The one with that supports all the food. This one looks okay to me. Let's go with this guy. Wheel brand. Doesn't matter. We'll stick with these tires. Buy that. Yep. And we'll go fetch that. Before we fetch it, let's see where other tractor is. There's the trains. There's our boat. All right. Oh, up top of the hill. Let's bring this guy down. Where do we go down? We may buy this land. There's a huge thing of grass up here. And I think if we bought this, we could turn this into a field. But, I mean, this land is not real expensive. We could use it for grass. We could plant a bunch of trees and do forestry up here. We'll give that some thought. Let's first get this guy down. He can't really do anything on his own up here anyway. Whoa, nice jump. All right, here we are. Maybe we'll keep this guy up by the restaurant. All right, let's take a look at the map. All right, so we have some options. We've got some options. We've got Let's see, what do we have left? 407,000. Let me take the max loan here. I can always pay this back. Let's just see how much we got. 487,000. Plus, if we want, we can sell those 2 semi trucks and get some more money. I'm gonna hop out of my tractor here just in case it's burning fuel while I'm in there. And back to the map. So we've got some options. We could buy this land up here. We just looked at all this grass, mow that, and get some money for that, just like we've done so far. That's only 164 grand. That's not much, or 165 grand. That's pretty cheap, and it's a pretty sizable hunk of grass that we could be able to harvest there. So let's see what else we've got that's within range that we could afford. There's this field is just, boy, it's right next door. It's tempting. It's 600 grand though. We've got a field down here for 324. That's not bad. We could actually buy this probably and buy that. And that would give us a fair amount of work to do. The other thing we could do is try and find some forestry. But I don't really know where that would be. We could take a little drive, or we could do mining. See, what do these cost? 175. So that's another option. I've not done that, so I'm kind of hesitant to jump into it just because I don't know. The tiny little plot of land here. Let me go visit that. Let me escape out of this map overview. Can we go over here? I thought there used to be a way to just zoom over there by double clicking on this. No? Oh, visit down here at the bottom. Space visit. Go there. What is this? This is just a big old thing of grass? Interesting. Some kind of tank here. I don't know if that's water. Does it tell us? I can't tell. It's yeah, I don't know what this is. Not quite sure. There's some, I don't know what those are in there. I can't see. This doesn't have a hitbox, so we can walk right through it. That's some kind of sell point. I don't know if it's fertilizer. It looks like you almost drop off manure. I'm just not familiar with the textures yet to know. We've got a little bit of storage here. What is this tank? That actually functional or not? Yeah, there's a drop-off point here. I don't know if that's a filling station or if we drop stuff off here. It's not labeled. Take a look at the map. Let's see. Yeah, we're right next to it. Let's see what the map tells us. What that is. Does it say? Miner. No, that's not it. Not showing up. Southern Grace Farms. I don't know what this is. We're just gonna have to experiment and learn with what some of this stuff is. I don't know. Pecan orchard, riding lessons, boarding, and horse training. Oh, these are actually a tree, a crop here. Interesting. So that might be actually harvestable stuff. Yeah. These are orchards. Not sure what that is. But I think these are like banana trees or something. Oh, check it out. They're all hooked up to barrels. So boy, if you're in agriculture, you might understand just what that's all about. I do not. All right, so this is orchards. I don't know how to do it yet, but we're looking at it just for, because it's cheap. It's something cheap that we could buy. Go back to lands here. $1 million, that's way out of our range. It's not too tempting to move far away, right? Because then we got to move all our equipment around. So it seems like we should be focusing in on these areas. That is what? Just another big thing of grass, I'm guessing. We visit this. Escape. Visit. I think that's going to be just a big old field of grass, right? Eventually, this grass will be appealing once we have animals and stuff. And we can also use this kind of land to put placeables on, to put farms and things on. Or animal pens, I believe. But just to buy it just for grass is not super interesting right now. Back to the map. Just wondering if we should get in the truck and drive around. These fields are all out of reach financially. There's no way we can touch those. More orchard stuff up here. Factory stuff. Huge field. Landfill way up there. Seaweed pond. Nick's hideaway. Evaporator, landfill, mushroom farm. Power cell production. That looks cool. Some industry through here. Firewood. Just not seeing where the forestry could be. Here, maybe this thing? Let's jump over here and just see what's over this way. Don't see a bunch of trees. I mean, I see a few, but not much. So we need to head back this way. Let's see what this... I'm looking at the corner of the map. Yeah, it's just another big field of grass, right? Although there's something up on this hill. I don't think I can scale it. But it looks like there's an entrance down this way. We could take the truck. It might be a little faster. But yeah, where we're walking now is just a big giant grass field. I'm curious what's up behind this rock. I'm looking at the map here at the lower left. Is there a train that comes through? Yep. Take a look, see what we get. I see some trees, but not enough for logging. Okay, here we go. This might be it. This might be the area intended for logging. Kind of makes sense. There's a fair amount of trees. Boy, we could plant them much more dense than this. So that, I believe, is what's intended here. Probably logging. Let's see. Logging is a good way to make cash. And it's kind of fun. Something different. Where is the lumber mill? Mammoth mill and sawmill are over here. Right there. Center of the screen. Let's take a look there. I mean, we could cut this grass and then plant this and have this be forestry. Now, it's a little bit of a trek down the mountain, but the sawmill's not too far away. Let's go to the sawmill. And we can make some cash doing this. Now, this takes some equipment. To pull this off takes some equipment. I don't know if we need to buy this land to be able to use the industry too. That's another thing with Farming Simulator 19 that I'm not familiar with. We might have to actually buy this land. To be able to leverage the factories that are on it. Sawmill, is that up here? That's 185,000. Boy, it's tempting. We'd have to get a tree planter. They take a long time to grow. Is there anything around here? Yeah, I'm right at the sawmill. So that's this guy. This costs, boy, 185,000. So we could definitely afford it. Buy this land. What else is there? Nothing? Is there anything here? We would get access to all these trees. We would get access to... Oh, look at this. There's a fair amount of forestry right here. Tons. If we bought this land, we could get busy with a chainsaw. It's gonna... and we'd have to buy some equipment to pull this off. We might be able to lease some equipment and then make a bunch of money. Boy, that's tempting. That's really tempting, actually. There's lots of trees here. And it's just some variety, too. Tons of trees in the area. Let's see. What's over here? I gotta get back to the map overview. Go to Mammoth Mill and see what this is all about. Where's visit? Over here. Boom. Mammoth Mill. What kind of mill is this? A bunch of wood to me. Oh, I forgot what that is. I think that's slurry or something in there. Sure why. We would have that at the mill. This guy is dumping wood chips. Well, what do you think? What do you think? This may be producing products for us. We're just going to have to experiment and learn what does what. But man, that lumber mill is tempting. Super tempting. The point I think we're probably going to do it. Sawmill and wood products. We get 2 factories and we get a bunch of trees to cut. Right? Looks like some kind of drop off here. But we need to rent equipment if we wanted to do it in style. Another drop off here. Could backfire on us. There was a way to bring up information where these little hovering guys were, but I don't see anything. Like the help's not telling. Sell wood. So we can sell wood here. If I hit R, does it tell me anything? No. All right, what about over here? Does it tell me what this is? Doesn't look like it. Let's hit left control G. I'm not familiar with the global company mod either, what this is all about. Factories, I guess we don't own anything yet. Factories, dynamic storages. Looks like some kind of debug information or something. And then settings, show object info, horse helper, activate more trees, activate cut bales. No idea what all that stuff is. I'll have to research that. These are just aesthetic things, looks like. But yeah, we could get to work on all these trees. That would give us something to do. Replant, harvest, and replant. It's got to be a ton of money in this lumber. Let's see. So yeah, it would be this plus some equipment. And then maybe Let's see. What is the cost on that guy again? 185,000. That gives us maybe about 300 grand left. We could also do this big field of grass. And we could either leave it as grass and keep harvesting it like that, or we could plant some or all of this as trees and have that much more lumber to go after. It's not too far from where we would sell it. And then maybe there's a little bit of money for equipment. It's either that or farm. That one's too much money, really. That one's just got a tiny field on there. 324. I don't think we can do the farm and the lumber. That's 185 plus another 324. It's about 500 grand. I don't think we can do it and buy equipment. Let's buy the lumber thing and we'll just try it. 185,000. Boom. Decision made. Finally. And let's go to the store and look at forestry machines. I'm thinking of leasing this big monster here because I think it's going to end up paying for itself. Can we lease it? It's not cheap to lease. But man, we could do a lot of work with this and sell it back. Let's do it. Lease this guy. It's a lot of money to lease, but you'll see this guy's kind of fun. All right, let's lease it. Boom. Okay. Escape. We're going to wrap this episode right here. In the next episode, we're going to grab that tree cutter and get to work chopping down these trees. Like maybe all these trees. So we'll do that next episode. For now, this is Glidercat signing off, saying thanks so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying this series. We'll see how often I post these episodes. There's a fair amount of homework, I think, in this series, but we'll see. I'm still gonna have to experiment with how much to keep in the episodes, how much to fast forward, and how much just to leave out. But yeah, I like this game for now. Glidercat signing off. I will see you in the next one.